Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallen Order. In the last episode we got everything there was to get on Zeffo, and this episode we will be heading towards Bogano in order to get access to the vault, as well as cleaning up everything on Bogano. I'm going to start with a bit of saber modification. Going to change our crystal from indigo to magenta. So confusingly you've got purple, magenta and indigo. Purple is kind of pretty much halfway between red and blue. Magenta is more on the red side, and indigo is more on the blue side. So we'll change it to magenta, and then I'll swap around how everything looks. Yeah, that's an interesting looking saber. You see with all those kind of swirly designs on it from both the Magus at the bottom and the elemental nature at the top. Yeah, let's run that for a while. Oh, very pink, the magenta looking one. Right, with that, let's set a course for Bogano.
This Cordova guy is really putting some wear and tear on my ship.
He always wanted to explore the whole galaxy.
And did you?
We explored many planets. Tombs and temples related to the Zeffo and Jedi. But I hit a limit. To him, there was no limit.
The poor crazy old guy was left alone.
He was always alone, even when I was with him. He cared about his work and the future more than anything else. He didn't have the time. He was always on the move. Bogano was the first place I ever saw that looked like he settled, even for a brief moment.
You think it'll work?
It worked for Cordova.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up some scaz steaks. I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No, Captain. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Oh, well,
It's true, Greez.
thank you. Hey, I hope you get in there and you find that hollow thing.
Holocron.
Are you sure it's something you should find?
What do you mean?
The children on that list. If you take them from their homes to train as Jedi, won't they be hunted like you?
It has to be kept out of the hands of the Empire.
It'll help us put an end to the Empire.
Oh, hey, change of plans, we're arriving.
Oh, Greez.
Yeah?
I take my steak rare.
Huh? Okay, now we're cooking.
So, our goal, obviously, in the long run is the vault, which is over there, but we have got some crap to clean up on Bogano before then, because since we were last here, we have got, much like in Zeffo last time, we have got the ability to double jump, and we have got the ability to breathe underwater. Double jumping is the main one here. There's not much stuff underwater, though there is a little. First thing up here, what we want to do is cross over to this section here, which we're going to do with a 1, 2 double jump. And there's various things of interest around here, but first off we've got to kill these fuckers. Ugh. Was not prepared for just how pink this lightsaber is. Well, I'm always complaining about navigation in this game. Turns out I went the wrong way. While I can double jump over to there, I actually wanted to double jump over to here. And, oh. Let's try that again. I wanted to double jump over to here. And here is, yeah, the Force Echo I'm interested in. Let's kill these guys first. Oh, spicy. There's a bog right there. Fuck that.
I'm boggling. There must be a nest around here somewhere.
Wonderful. So that is a Force Echo that really feels like with a dead boggling around there. That's just something we should have been able to get earlier. But I assure you, we couldn't. Not until we were able to... Oh, damn, I was hoping to catch him on the return stroke. Not until we were able to double jump can we get there, but it feels like a very early game Force Echo. But anyway, there is also a chest over here.
You never fail to amaze me.
And that gets us a Peace and Justice lightsaber sleeve. Might be our final lightsaber sleeve, actually. Not entirely sure. And then we want to head over here. Oh, God, you get a lot of experience from just getting cosmetics, don't you? See where those boglings are bouncing? We need to head up there. But in order to do that... we need to not fuck that jump up, for one. The wall run needs to start on this side as why. There is a lot of wall running, and generally we need to make sure we can get quite high up, and that's something we can only do with the double jump, is actually gain height whilst kind of wall running. We've got two things of interest over here. We've got this.
A statue, placed with a view of the vault. I sense this site was chosen with great purpose.
And we've also got, time to cross something off the visualizer, our final terrarium seed. This is a feather fern. Brilliant. Now, if we hop over to here, we can follow this round for another chest. It will be just hammering out a lot of chests here, basically. Let's grab this.
Of course he found something.
And that's the neuranium material for a lightsaber. That sounds quite cool. Oh, I suck. There's a fine art to running and jumping, which I have not got. Up down there is the Ogdo Bogdo, but we want to go over here because we can pull this bridge down. And never mind the Ogdo Bogdo, there are just some regular... Actually, those are some bog rats and... What's this thing? Is this a scaz? This is something else. But all these enemies are essentially a joke to me now, which is good. And yeah, we just need to get over here using this. And yes, as I was saying, never mind the Ogdo Bogdo, there are just here some regular Ogdos, 3 of them no less. When they do that tongue attack, if you're good, which I'm not, you can actually pull their tongue towards you now you've got the pull ability. Oh my god, okay, there's quite a few Ogdos here, and that's going to really fuck me up. I haven't quite got much force is the problem. But hopefully I can just build up some hits quickly. Oh, that really fucked this guy's face up, didn't we? Because obviously, yeah, you restore force by hitting, but whoop! Ah, he went through another Ogdo, and you know it. Now let's just heal up force by healing with BD1. There we go. There we go. Now we're what? How is that guy not dead? That's the second one. Wow, we're making real pile of frogs here, aren't we? Oh, fuck. Well, I couldn't see what he was doing because he was in a pile of frogs.
Hey, bud. Stim.
Yes, please, Stim. Ah, split saber. That is a real pile of frogs there. Anyway, with those dead, we can do what we actually came here to do, which is, first off, grab the contents of this chest over here.
Have fun in there?
Some laminar steel material. Sounds good, cool, but isn't. So you'll see when we get to it. It is a disgusting... You know the really forbidden part of the spectrum, color spectrum, between green and yellow? That's where laminar steel sits as a material. If you walk all the way carefully over to here, then we can get our final scan on Bogano, which is this weather sensor. Jedi Master Edo Cordova originally created this weather sensor to help him decide whether or not to wear a sweater on his excavations. To his surprise, the data retrieved showed traces of electromagnetic radiation in Bogano's winds. Though it exists in much lower concentrations than on Zeffo, Cordova theorized this could be one reason that Zeffo chose to create their vault on Bogano. Yeah, the kind of scouring electromagnetic winds are something that's, for whatever reason, seem to appeal to the Jedi. The Jedi? The Zeffo. With that done, we've got another chest that we can grab over here. And that gets us...
I never doubted you.
The offshore poncho. Right, let's head back over to that rope swing. And from here, you can see there's actually a little sideway into this room. Oh, piss. Oh, piss. Oh. There, you gotta kind of slow it in midair. And here we get, there is a chest here, which gets us, I think, our last Mantis paint job, the Republic one. A bit boring. I'm going to stick with the one I've got. We've got now every BD1, yes. Have we got every thing? Yes, we have. Almost every cosmetic in the game. Only 2 more to get, and I know where they both are. And then finally, this is a bit of a weird one. If we scan this sphere...
My friend, I've unearthed a curious artifact.
Achievement alert, data disk for getting every one of the Eno Cordova logs. This final one we get is actually the first one. Archive 1, Volume 1, an ancient sphere. My friend, I've unearthed a curious artifact, an ancient sphere capable of storing and conducting massive amounts of energy. Whatever civilization crafted this must be the same that crafted the seemingly impenetrable structure nearby. I believe studying the sphere may yield the information I need to discover who they were and why they built such a landmark. And there we go. If you bring up the visualizer, Future Doctor, you'll see that it looks like we haven't got... the kind of 7-2 archive. We actually have. I forgot to cross that one off because we actually get that one. That one's one. Where is it over here? is actually here. Secrets of the Vault that we actually got the first time we met BD1 and kind of came here and for the Vault. It's a story-related one, so I forgot to cross it off. But, there we go. All the, Cordova logs. Excellent. Nearly done here and ready to head on. Now we need to head right down into the subterranean refuge. That's where we learnt the ability to wall run. It's a bit of a trek. Hey, look, I kind of forget about that. You see the binoculars looking down and you're like, what am you? Which is quite funny. Anyway, yes, here is where we first obtained the wall jump. The wall jump? That's another thing in this. But the wall run, and now with double jump, we can actually gain height up this double wall run section and get at the end to a Force Echo we couldn't before of a little spot of Cordovas up here.
It was Cordova's. He was troubled by endless war, determined that the Jedi were making a mistake and what he was doing here was more important.
Makes sense and tracks with what we know about him. As you can see from that point, we can now do a lot of high-level platforming. Ooh, and hopefully, yes, get up here to a special echo. Our final special echo of the game. This is our final essence of the game.
Cordova was here. He felt alone, missing his Padawan.
And of course we know his Padawan was Cere. There you go. But that's a nice little bit... Oh, crap. A nice final health upgrade. Look how big our health bar is now. Wonderful. With that, let's head over to the Great Divide. Now here, we want to head down there in just a second, but actually in the abandoned workshop here, which has flooded, there are 2 chests we can grab right next to each other. Ah, here's some actual dirty water in the game. Though even down here, it's alarmingly clear. Let's swim around till we find 2 chests. There's our first one, containing the Valor and Wisdom emitter. And the second one here, containing the Valor and Wisdom switch. There we go, collector. That's get the achievement of getting every single bit of cosmetics, which means we've got every chest in the game. I'm glad to see that we've definitely achieved that. Brilliant, because I am planning on recording the entire rest of the game tonight, because it's next episode is the final episode. But that means I won't have edited it, so I won't know for sure. So always nice to see. We've only got a couple of echoes left, as you've probably seen from the visualizer there. We've got a couple of echoes left to get on Bogano, and that is it. And they are both up here, which we're going to get to when we've got double jump. So over here is our penultimate echo on these ancient bones.
Bones. Yeah, but they're incredibly old. Can't tell much from them.
What even are they? Are they Zeffo? Who knows? Can't even tell species other than they're obviously humanoid. Let's kill these various freaks here. And then with everyone here dead, our final echo of the game. That's a Zeffo skull.
An ancient burial site.
Wow, not an interesting one for the final one. But as I say, nothing in the game tracks scans and force echoes other than they all go into the data bank here. So we could look at the data bank on Bogano and see Flora and Fauna, that's 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5, 13 of 13, 6 of 6, and 2 of 2. So they are all done in that way. We're still missing a couple, which we will be missing until the final area doesn't have any optional kind of collectibles in. You will just come across everything there. So that's the end of the visualizer, actually. Put it up now on the screen and show if it's full. If it's missing anything, well, I'll deal with that later. With that done, let's do what we came here to. Let's head to the vault.
I'm sensing something weird. This is gonna sound strange, but I think it's the astrium. The closer we get to the vault, the stronger it feels. Careful, buddy. We still don't know how this thing works.
Right, I'm just going to heal up and let's have a look at skills. I think... I said the visualizer was finished. Still got some skills, actually. I lied. And I'm not convinced we're actually going to get all of them, because that's a lot of skill points to get, because we need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skill points. So we need to get 5 more, which definitely not going to do this episode. Maybe next episode, we'll find out. Let's do... Well, at least do grasping pull to kind of make pull a bit more of a thing. You can really kind of yank them towards you now, and then howling pull, howling push, and repulse are all we've got left, so we'll at least get some of those. If not, we'll just cross the rest off the visualizer next episode anyway. Because frankly, I've basically 100% of the game at this point. I am not going to just grind out repeated fights with the same enemies in order to get a few extra skill points, really. So, interestingly, the vault is actually below us, as you may have noticed. It's this that gives us entry, and this thing doesn't look like it, actually a lift.
Itself is built like a giant holocron. And linked. Something about that wall. We're close. Let's check it out.
I offer this record of our civilization to those who will follow. Despite our wisdom and technological achievement, we face extinction. Dogma blinded us to the path of balance, and gradually we allowed our pride to corrupt us. The greater control we sought, the further we fell into ruin. I lead the remnants of my people into the great unknown, hoping that we will finally find peace.
I think that scene as well is why I thought the Zeffo were much physically bigger than they are.
I shall teach them the ways of the Force.
Master Kestis.
We shall begin with physical preparation.
What is the Force?
Gather round, everyone.
Master Kestis, do you think the Empire will find us?
Here is definitely, this entire bit in the vault is where the drugs kick in, certainly. We know the vault gives visions and allows people to perceive weird, spooky shit through the Force, and here we're starting to get visions. And as we know, because of the nonsense way in which the Force works, visions can be both positive and negative.
It's the Empire!
The Inquisitors have found us! Master, shall we fight them?
They're coming!
To the trenches!
Keep going!
Protect yourself!
Capture the younglings. Kill the rest. They're back! They're firing! Keep searching. They can't have gotten far. Target sighted.
Help me, Master Kestis!
Moving in. Spread out. There will be others. Yes, sir. You can't hide. Not you. Yeah.
Cal Kestis. Surrender now, and we may spare the youngest. That's right. On your knees.
I'm scared. What's gonna happen? Master Kestis, why?
I don't want to be here!
well, bit of a dark premonition of the way things could go. But that's a future that is open to us of starting to train a new generation of Jedi, but failing them and having them be hunted down and fucked up by the Empire in the same way that people like Trilla have been. So it's interesting that they're like, yep, leave the Empire. We're like, oh yeah, kill the others, but take the younglings, because basically we can break and indoctrinate them and turn them into Inquisitors. Horrifying. But here is our target.
Had a bad feeling I'd see you here.
Oh? How uncharacteristically prescient of you. Here I thought your greatest virtue was your dogged persistence as you stumbled from one debacle to the next.
Guess you made a mistake not killing me on Baraka then.
A scant mercy. I wagered one meaningless Padawan against a prize that will win me the Emperor's favor.
You think I'm gonna let you walk away with the Holocron?
Of course not. We both have our pride. But yours has cost you the lives of all the Force-sensitive children on that list, as well as your own.
Like you said, Trilla, I'm persistent.
So, for the third time in the game, we face off against Trilla. The main thing with Trilla is, unlike a lot of the other lightsaber fights, you don't want to be too aggressive against her. You want to kind of make sure she's definitely done with combos before you take a move and start attacking her yourself. She's also really good, compared to, say, Taron Malicos, at doing stuff like she did there, of really closing that distance. So really wait until you've got a chance to counterattack, otherwise she'll tend to block you. There we go. Now when you've really got a chance here is when you hammer it home. But generally she's very block heavy, and I'm trying to do well-timed parries on all of these, but frankly if you just block them, you generally get a pretty good chance against her. We are, as you know, on a higher difficulty, but broadly, we should be fine here. Come on. But she's an exercise in patience, is fighting Trilla. She loves that four-way combo there, and you get a bit of a chance to hit there, but as you can see, she often follows that four-hit combo up with an unblockable attack if you try to counterattack it too fast. So actually, counterattacking is perhaps not the best way of dealing with it. Then just focus on exhausting her meter. And if you need a bit of breathing space, you can always slow or something like that. And just using that to close in on her and actually potentially get some damage in. It's quite handy.
Careful with that thing. It's been through hell. Don't go. We need to stick together.
No. I'm going to lure them away, and then I'm going to circle back. Stay with the younglings, Trilla. May the Force be with you.
Master, don't leave us!
Trilla, what's going to happen?
It's okay. It's okay. No.
interesting to see that there very much is a downside to Cal's ability to sense Force echoes, in that they can be horrifying, like that one is. Of seeing, Trilla's torture from first person is pretty grim, and, seeing Cere there tap into the dark side from that perspective really does hammer it all home. We need to head back to the ship now, but as you will have noticed, the Empire has now very much found Bogano. There's also a frog here just kind of helping. Oh, did I reflect 2 shots simultaneously? That was extremely cool. Let's kill them. And basically, yeah, we need to make our way back to the ship. I'm not going to show that. I've shown enough Bogano for one episode, and you don't need to see that again. It's just going to be me fighting through some stormtroopers and some frogs. But fighting through stormtroopers is pretty trivial now. There you go. And I will see you. There's quite a lot of them, though. I will see you back at the ship.
Cere, I saw what happened between you and Trilla, what you both went through. I'm so sorry. I was arrogant, I was foolish. I could never understand what you went through. She has a holocron. I don't know where she's taking it.
I'm responsible for the path that Trilla is on. And what she does next is the cost of all of my mistakes.
Our mistakes are in the past. And it's all of our responsibility, and it's about what we do next that's important. You taught me that, Cere.
You're right. I know where she's taking it. There's a fortress where they take Jedi, where the Inquisitors come from. It's a place of torture. It's the place I escaped. I just never thought I'd be going back there.
Won't be going alone. You'll have a friend with you.
No. I'll have a Jedi with me. Kneel. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, Cal Kestis. Rise, Jedi Knight. You are ready.
So are you.
And I think we will hold the episode there. Next time we will be doing the Fortress Inquisitorius, unless I have missed any collectibles. If you're hearing this line, then I haven't missed any collectibles, and we're just going to end the episode here. If you see, a load of footage which I've recorded later of me cleaning up the last few collectibles, then I fucked up and missed something. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.